Da 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 da.
Da, 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 da,
I
da.
love our music.
Da.
And it's free.
Yeah, it is very free.
Yeah. So who are we?
We
We are
brought to you by Nutella. And I'm Steph. This is Bobby. And together we are Between Two Teeth.
That's right. What are we
What's up?
talking about today?
Great question.
Well, that's why I asked it.
Oh,
what
man,
are we talking
I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks.
So what we're talking about, it's kind of like it's a rite of passage conversation. And it's a tricky title, but...
Oh my. What's the title?
Yeah, the title is Doing the Wrong Thing at the Right Time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tell me more.
So what I mean by that is it's tough if you are in a mentorship position or in like whether you're a teacher or a parent or a coach, and you have to watch your mentee, your athlete, your kid go through the process.
Oh man.
And what I mean by that is we were talking about this today, it's okay to make mistakes in life, and sometimes it's necessary to do so.
I like how you say necessary. That's how we say it in Canada. Necessary. Love it.
Well, I was giving this talk, and one of the speakers that I was hosting, he talked to me about having extreme financial success early on in his life, but his family, if you look at kind of how much time you're giving to each, he gave a lot of time to his career and financial success, but his family time was maybe, he said, 1 or 2 out of 10.
Tough to hit that balance.
Tough to hit the balance. And he said then after he was in a corner office in Manhattan making oogoos of money, people would tell him how proud his parents... Oogoos.
It was a lot. Okay.
It was a lot. Yeah. And he said that, this wasn't his life. This is not what he wanted to do. And so now he does something completely different. Family life is 10 out of 10. But I asked him the most important question that pertained to this topic of doing the right thing or the wrong thing at the right time is he wouldn't change anything about it.
Yeah.
He said, if I didn't go through that quest and if I wasn't true to what I needed and what I wanted at that time in life, I wouldn't have been able to be in this state of peace.
I think a lot of us suffer because we did something, it didn't really work out, and we kind of beat ourselves up about it a bunch, as opposed to just saying, that happened. One of my favorite things is when you're driving a car, your windshield's real big, your rear view mirror is small, and it's small for a purpose.
Right.
Look in the past a little bit, be mindful of it, but man, can you imagine? I'm not going to say anything about your driving. I won't. I said I wouldn't, so I'm not going to.
Part of my message is this is kind of meant for dental students and new practitioners out there. And the reason is because...
It's meant for everybody.
Well, it's meant for everybody, but people who, I don't know, like, for me, when I was in dental school, I felt pressured into trying to figure out, okay, well, where are you going to specialize? Or what are you going to do? Or which practice are you going to go to? And I want to take the pressure off because sometimes the wrong decision is actually a good thing. And a lot of that is because even the wrong choice, it's going to teach you something.
Man, I tell you, having a kid, having a teenager, oh my, they make interesting choices, and many of them you just got to let them make those decisions.
How are you doing letting your kiddos make decisions?
I have an older boy going the dentistry route. He's kind of said, hey, hit the pause button. You're doing too much. That's tough. It's tough when you want to do your best to help somebody. Maybe you have a friend who you're trying to help, and figuring out what's the right amount of help. When has someone helped you too much?
I would say that I was such a people pleaser to my parents that and teachers and
Careful,
coaches.
your mom's our number one. She's our first subscriber.
So my word of caution is that if you respect authority to an extreme and you know the right decision and you're going to do the right decision despite what's in your heart, you might end up in a really good spot on paper, but you're not being true to yourself at all, and you're missing the point of life, which is to go out there and make big and beautiful and awesome mistakes.
Is that the point of life?
Yes. The point of life
What
is
do you
that
think is the meaning of life?
Life is messy, and it's about balancing doing what you want right now and setting yourself up for the future.
That's the meaning of life?
Yeah.
If you have a comment for meaning of life, I'd like to have it in there. Because it is tough. A lot of times when we see patients,
I just think that
we ask them.
We ask them what's their, what are they going to do with
What
their
are they going to do with their life? But also,
what's their life plan?
Before, a lot of times with kids, before I take out their wisdom teeth, I say, what's the meaning of life?
Right. And I think a better question or something to realize is you can very easily go your entire life worried about your decision making.
Yeah.
And you're missing the point. The point's not about which decision you go with. There will be consequences to every decision, but the point, sorry to cut you off, man, but the point is more so that you understand that part of the meaning of life is making decisions and leaning into the messiness of it.
Yes, and to wrap this up, one of the things that drives me nuts is when people dwell on the past. You've got to learn that lesson of what is it teaching me, but then you got to move forward.
Yeah.
Do not let the past destroy you. The cool thing is you wake up every day. Hey, man, it's a whole new day. I love the morning time. You wake up, it's a fresh start every single day.
Yeah.
Don't let things kind of destroy you. You're going to fall. Get up. We just did an episode on fall. Seven times. Get up 8.
Get up 8.
Anything else in close?
To close, don't get so straddled with decision making. Make your decisions, accept the consequences, and move on. Don't belabor the past choices.
One of the things that I learned at Harvard Kennedy School was we will usually never have 100% of the information that we need. Your best informed decisions are usually at best 85% of the information, and you got to be okay with that. Don't have decision paralysis. A lot of us have that. You got to make a decision on the information that you have. Do your best to get the information, but know there's going to be some unknowns there, and that's okay.
My dad would say, you should never shit on yourself.
Seriously, we can't say that. We're sponsored. We're literally sponsored by Nutella.
Nutella!
He's literally, I don't even think he's a subscriber.
Nutella.
Your mom's a subscriber.
Nutella.
Your dad's not.
Nutella.
All right, anyways, Nutella, we
are brought to
we
you
do not have
by
the ability
Nutella.
To bleep or beep or whatever.
We are so excited. This tasty treat is our sponsor, and it's delicious.
Delicioso.
You can eat it out of a jar.
And we're going to give a little teaser. We're going on another adventure series. We did Big Sur before in California on a motorcycle trip. Don't say where we're going because it's a secret.
Why would I do that?
Seriously. Wow. Anyways, love y'all. Hit subscribe if you're not a subscriber. We need more subscribers than just her mom.
Go get some Nutella.
Go get some Nutella.
It's a tasty treat.
Talk to you later.
Bye.